Alice driving baseline. What a dive!
Wickham, how sweet was that? Step back three,
Wow.
Taylor George. She's got a flamethrower at the moment.
Shelley with a big triple.
It was acrobatic, it was impressive, it was Steph Talbot.
Jade Melvin, the lefty lay-in. Capitals continue to roll. Perth have been unconscious from three. Alice Koenig connects.
She's pumped up, and so she should be.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the second game of this Sunday doubleheader. We're here at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. It's a warm 32 degrees here, and fans are starting to roll in as their Townsville Fire are set to take on Geelong United. They have been an amazing supporter base over the years, and at times it really does feel like they have a sixth player on the court. As you can see, the atmosphere here is absolutely amazing. I am Todd Morris, and it's great to have you with us as Townsville take on Geelong United in this exciting round 9 matchup of the WNBL. Joining me is former WNBL player and expert analysis, high performance coach of the Country Women, Zoe Carr. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here to watch this high-level game of women's basketball.
It should be great. It should be a good one. It's been a fantastic round as well. As we take a look at the fixtures from round 9, it was Adelaide kicking us off against Bendigo, who have just been unbelievable all season. They're back to their winning ways after losing 2 in a row.
Yeah, I think that break came right at the right time for them. They've learned their lessons. They've had their rest, and now they're back to the ways they were when they started this season.
Yeah, good convincing win. Been great for their spirits in the camp there. And the Perth Lynx, they went across to the capital where they won in that one 89-80. Good showing from the Caps though. They played Perth not that long ago and it wasn't pretty, but that one is much better at home.
Absolutely, and they'll take a lot out of that. Whilst they'll be disappointed that they weren't able to put the four quarters together, the amount of points that they've been able to put on the board has been more than they've been able to do lately. So they'll be really pleased with that.
We've got some amazing games coming up. Flyers Flames tomorrow. That's going to be a great one. But then on Tuesday, the New Year's Eve clash between Townsville Fire and Bendigo Spirit. I can't wait for that one.
Me either. And I think, everybody organises their nights out for New Year's Eve. Not me. It's going to be huge.
That's a night in for Zoe Carr. I'm excited about that one. Let's dive into this one. It's shaping up to be a thrilling game. Let's take a look at some of the key talking points. Townsville on a roll at the moment. 3-1 home record, and they really make this place a fortress, the Fire Pit.
They really do. They always have. Their fans have been crazy for as long as I can remember with their cowbells and the way that they get behind their team, but also the way that Townsville play. It's fun to watch. It's fundamental. They execute. They lock down defensively. So it is a really fun style of play to watch.
And their last game here, it was a formidable win against the Caps. And they absolutely smashed it home. But their star player at the moment has been Courtney Woods, as we see her on screen. Phenomenal. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and the 4 assists in that game. She is a force to be reckoned with.
She absolutely is, and she's a really good lesson for a lot of young athletes out there because she has worked her way into this position and deserves every accolade that she's getting. But the way she controls this team, controls tempo, and comes up really big anytime Townsville need it.
She certainly does. We know she can knock down the triple. Was formidable in college. Holds a college record as well for most three-pointers at her college. Let's take a look at Geelong though. They've had an interesting start to their life in the WNBL. The newest franchise. They had a 25-point loss against the Perth Lynx. They struggled to find consistency in that one. Defensively, they weren't able to get it done, but offensively, they struggled to score 20 points in any quarter in that game. They've got to start getting things moving at both ends.
Yeah, they do. And look, they're probably still trying to work it out with sort of Conti in and out and Alex Sharp in and trying to figure out what all of their roles are and how they're going to work. But I really like this team now. I think it's a more balanced team, particularly at the defensive end, which I think will help generate some offense for them.
One of the players to watch for them, though, has been Alyssa Brett. Last 3 outings, double digits each time. Last outing, 16 points, 5 rebounds and a steal. Great to see the young talent getting some good minutes and quality time on the floor as well.
Absolutely, and it's all about taking the opportunities when they come. She's grabbed it with both hands and proven that she's a force to be reckoned with in this league.
Certainly is. COE product as well. University of Michigan, done it all. And now here in the WNBL, we are blessed to have so much talent here. This is set to be a good one as well, and it's, of course, the Battle of the Frollings too. I can't wait to see them go head-to-head. They always battle it out. They go hard at each other.
It is. When you watch these games, you wonder what on earth it must have been like in their driveway as kids. But it is so much fun to watch. Nobody knows each other better than these two, so keep your eyes on that matchup.
And they do. They absolutely go head-to-head. Just for the Frollings alone, this game's worth watching. But this should be a good one. The Fire really look to solidify their spot. They want to nail that third position there because playoffs are starting to come after New Year's. We always now, our focus goes on playoffs. They want to make sure that they can get this one. And for Geelong, they really need it to stay in the hunt, don't they?
Definitely. And look, they've had some games where, you know, they've had great wins and then some real devastating losses. So for them, it's about getting some consistency and really trying to push to jag one of those last final spots.
Well, we're about to get things underway for the Fire. It'll be Shields, Woods, Frolling, Cox and Ellis. And for United, Sharp, Brett, Jones, Conti and Frolling. Decision, tough one already to be made from our officials. It'll be the Fire to kick things off. They will start with first possession. So the possession arrow will go to Geelong on the next play. Frolling to inbound. Of course, that's A-Frol. Here's Shields. Screen comes. Switch on their assignment. Frolling over the top. Foul. Frolling will go to the line.
And a beautiful high-low look to start the game. You saw the on-ball screen came from the weak side. Then Cox lifted up into that little pinch post to get that high-low roller of Frolling. That's something that I think they need to try and look at for a lot of this game and really test United's interior defense.
They move the ball quickly here, the Fire. Shields driving into the keyway, off the glass. 2.7 left on the shot clock. That was handy.
And beautiful separation on her steps too, to be able to spin so quickly and find her target, score outside of her body.
Great to see Conti back as well. Didn't play against Perth, and I feel they look different with Conti on the floor. Falling down low. This is where she's most dangerous, in that painted area. Off the window. It was a bit of a rush look as the shot clock was expiring. Straight back down the floor. Shields has been busy early. Now A-Frol in the keyway, no go. United move it quickly. Good pass, great defense as well. Coming across was Cox. Townsville in transition. 3-ball, no good. Geelong just look to steady here. All in the hands of Conti. Behind the back pass. Sharp, it's good.
And beautiful finish from Sharp too. That's one of the great things that she's going to be able to bring to this United outfit is her versatility. She can play inside, but she can stick the three.
Woods with a 3-ball in the corner, and that home crowd just starts to get up and about. Here's Jones pulling up. That was nice. Good off the hands as well. Sweet jump shot.
The pick and roll play in this game seems to be advantageous for both groups right now. They need to maybe look to try and get into that as quickly as possible and really test the defense or on-ball screen coverage of both teams.
I just love the pick and roll. It's been around forever. One of the hardest things to defend when done right. And some of the times you just know it's coming as well. Here's Woods. Ellis. Go down low. Cox has to get moving though. Spent an age in the key. It was 3 seconds. We knew on the catch there that didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah, I think she wanted that earlier. I think she wanted it as soon as Ellis got the catch to go straight in. But that's a look they need to try and explore.
Turnover basket in transition. Ellis scores. Good defense from the Fire. We just see that on there on the replay, and Ellis scores. Gets the extra. Geelong looking shaky on the inbound again. Frolling. They get into their set now. They look steady. Conti. Oh, great catch and shoot. If that had fallen, could have been basket of the night already. Shields, they'll reset. Cox out to the top. Great pass. Shields down low, left-hand finish.
And again, that pick and roll play with the court weighted on one side, and there's no help there to be able to catch Cox on that roll.
Jones goes coast to coast, unsuccessful on that attempt. Shields. Great handy lead here early by the Fire. Little shake and bake, drive and kick. They'll swing it, Frolling in the corner. No good.
Geelong really need to execute here. They've got some looks, but nothing that you'd really want to, hang your hat on. So they've really got to execute something here, get themselves a good look.
Brett nails that jumper. Again, that was an aggressive drive by Jones to start the offensive set twice in a row. Good movement here from the Fire. Frolling off balance, put that one in. Count that one too against the sister. I'm sure they'll have that tally. No go.
And a lot of Geelong's scoring looks are coming so early in their shot clock. I think they need to try and slow something down, force Townsville to defend them.
Cox from the perimeter, no good. Jump ball, Geelong will have possession. We just saw Frolling just signaling to her teammates, say, let's just calm it down, slow things down. I think that's what they've got to do here, Zoe.
Yeah, get the ball through hands, force Townsville to shift defensively and switch sides of the floor and then look to attack.
Jones driving, aggressive drive, reverse lane, no good. Jones, a 23-year-old, plays in the WNBL, such a young talent, exciting talent. The athleticism just shown here to be able to get that move, but just unable to finish. Conti to Jones, now in the post, going to work. No one, just misses the target.
You can see Woods here just controlling the tempo of this game, something she does so well.
Here's Woods. Pass to the corner. Shields now driving, backing down her opponent. Great pass underneath. Good eyes to find Alice. Stolen away. Passing lane was protected. Woods will go all the way, spinning. Unable to finish, but the foul was there. She'll go to the line for two. There's the spin there. How hard is that to execute, Zoe?
She made it look a lot easier than it is, definitely.
We've got a timeout on the floor. Two teams will have a chat, but if you want to catch up with all the action, make sure you're following all the live stats of today's game in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info, and more. Download it from the App Store today. WNBL app, Zoe. I know that's one of my favorites. I'm always forever on the WNBL app, keeping up to date with everything. Let's talk about this timeout, though. It's got to come at a good time for Geelong. They've got to get things going offensively.
Yeah, I think from a defensive perspective, they haven't done anything, outrageously bad or anything like that. Townsville are executing really well, but offensively, because of the shots they're taking so early in their shot clock, it's generating offensive looks for Townsville. So they've got to look to execute their offense, get the ball through hands, get it inside, get it out, and then look to attack. What they're doing right now, and I know the opportunities look like they're there, but Townsville's happy for them to take those. So you're playing into what they want you to do. So force them to defend you for the 20 seconds of the shot clock if you can, and then that will help you with your offensive rebounding as well.
Yeah, 3 from 11 for the field at 27%. They've had a good amount of looks, and as I said, probably just not those quality ones, and Townsville happy to let you play. I like that. As that one goes down for Woods. 4 points on the night now for Woods. That's 5. Very handy lead opening up already. Fire happy to play up and just make it tough from the get-go for this United team. Here's Conti. Good screen drive, but moving screen the foul.
But that offensive set was starting to look really good. You could see how they'd shifted Townsville and the space that Conti was about to drive into just a little early on the drive, which caused the moving screen.
Here's Ellis. Down low. Going to work on Jones here. Wore the contact and then the basket came.
And it's a tough finish from Afrol there. We know she favours her left, but to be able to finish through that contact and high off the glass.
And then Jones went down the floor and got one back on her. That was good from Jones. Another aggressive drive, but that one paying off. Pocket picked on that occasion, but the Fire will retain possession. See Conti there with the handy hands. And off to Shields. I'll move it. Got a foul here. Offensive foul. And that was on Fowler, who's just onto the court for the first time. Welcome to the game. Joe Shelley with ball in hand. Brett looking to go down low. Pass wasn't great. It's out of court. It'll be Fire ball. They lead this one by 9. Here's Ellis. Just assessing the offense. Woods patient. Great pass. Frolling at the hoop. That is a beautiful offensive set.
And again, pick and roll play, patient pick and roll play. It's picking the defense apart, and both teams could really benefit from it.
Jones again aggressively to the ring. No go on that occasion. It's 2 from 7 for Jones now, and they've all been in that sort of fashion. Alice drives, fouled. Alice to the line for 2.
Just caught out of position, and in that instance, just walling up and forcing the tough shot rather than going for the block. Don't bail her out and allow her to go to the line. Just force her. If she makes it, you inbound it and get going. But if she doesn't, then you can run in transition.
Afrol checking out, getting a well-earned rest. 6 points and 2 rebounds. Alice nails the first. We saw out of the timeout, Chris Lucas, he set the offense. They ran it beautifully. Unfortunately, it was a moving screen. But since then, they've gone really quick and they've done exactly what we've been talking about, probably just rushing things. Yeah,
just kind of going back to that early offense. You can see Shelley here trying to set things up. And
Shelley reverse lane. That'll do. They're going to make it tough here. They're going to come out press. Townsville looked to pass out of it. That was nearly turned over, but they'll retain possession. Jimba Potter protecting the passing lane. Got a hand to that one. Jones will check out. Officials just having a chat. And the positioning of the ball, I believe. Shannon Seabom, 3-time coach of the year, directing traffic, wants to change the inbound passer. So we lock to inbound. It's a tough one to get in, Woods. Now lock, they'll swing. Alice in the corner. Back to Woods at the top. Great shot fake, got it to bite. Good drive. Just didn't quite finish. Now United go in transition. That pass just had a little bit of mustard on it. They'll get it back. They need to settle it here. Keely Frolling. Tough. Offensive foul, dropping the shoulder. Apologies, it was Fowler. fire ball. What do you see here, Zoe?
It's great defense from Fowler, just getting across, and that's where Hank needs to just come to that 2-foot stop, you know, pivot. We want to attack, but sometimes they're not there. Come to that 2-foot stop, pivot, get the ball out, move it on, or maybe even reseal.
Townsville underneath. Pass over the top. Stolen. Here's Locke. Alice driving, looking for the wraparound pass, wasn't there. Falling, stolen away. Real end-to-end stuff. Woods, the beneficiary in the end. Missed the one underneath.
This last minute or so has been incredibly loose from both groups.
Oh, cue the Benny Hill music. It's been crazy. Let's see what Shelley can do. Frolling, mid-range, no good. Woods with the rebound. Here's Alice. Great crossover. Found some space. That pass just too high. It'll go out of court. The Geelong ball.
I think both groups will be calling for some poise now. Just, you know, take care of the basketball, execute offensively, slow the game down a little bit.
It's a good time for Geelong to get a basket back here on the back of a turnover as we get into the twilight stages of the first term. Conti. Here's Shelley. Conti driving, pulling up. She's got a great jump shot off the dribble. My mind instantly goes back to that game winner against Southside. See that one just off the side of the iron. Shields. Conti playing some good defense. Locke dives to the basket. Pass wasn't there. They'll be patient here. 8 on the shot clock. Now into the post. Oh, great take. Good fake there by Fowler to get her opponent to bite and then finishing underneath.
And the advantage of playing off 2 feet in the post, just being able to create that space for herself, get deep in the paint, and then sell that up fake. I'd like to see from Geelong, I'd like to see some more offense ran for Jazz Shelley, right, having her running off some screens and into that those corners for catch and shoot threes.
I nailed that too. It was a deep 2. Here's Townsville. Get a last look at it. 7 seconds on the clock. Shields. Caught travelling. So Geelong, an opportunity with 4.2 on the clock. Probably the toughest part of the court to get an inbound with this many seconds left. Let's see what Conti can manufacture. Conti, quick, with the heave, went up with it, no good. Well, what a first quarter it was. Townsville have ascendancy. They lead by 10. It's Townsville 20.
Thanks to our Aussie Hoopers, fellas, we want to see your best drills and layups. Show us some skills. Wait a minute. Here we go. Look at the size of these guys. Oh! Proud parents in Riley, we got double first up. Keep it going, boys. Let's watch your skills. Thanks to Aussie Hoops, our boys are doing their thing. These guys are super cool. Oh, look at the size of them. Best layout, come on, here we go. Alright, that's pretty cool. You guys keep doing that for a second. Where's my birthday girls? Come out here, girls. You all come out. Also, thanks to Signet. We do a little bit of fire up, see who can get the loudest to win the power bank today. Come on out, girls. Evie's birthday. Give Evie another happy birthday round of applause. Alright, so thanks to Signet, girls, really nice and close. Everybody's going to
Welcome back to the WNBL on your Sunday afternoon. This is game 2 of the doubleheader, and it is Townsville leading this one 24-14. They got off to a great start. They've been solid. They've been doing the fundamentals really well, but for Geelong, it's been a bit of a tough task for them at the offensive end. 6 from 19 from the field, only at 31%, Zoe. We thought they'd probably gone a little too quick at stages.
Yeah, I think there's been too much early offense for United, and it's what Townsville are allowing them to take. They're happy for them to take those early shots so they can look to run and expose them in defensive transition. So we called it a fair bit during the first quarter. We'd like to see them slow down a little bit, shift the ball, play off some pick and roll play. But for Townsville, they've just been methodical in what they've done. They had some moments where it got a little bit loose, where there was both teams went a little bit loose with their handles and taking care of the ball, but they have just executed to perfection to this point.
Cox battling away under the hoop. That one didn't quite fall. Here come United. Looks so good coming out of the breaks and timeouts. Froling went with that one. Sorry, Hank, apologies. Now Townsville the other way. Here's Ellis. I'll go to the corner, Lock. Good three-point attempt, just off the iron. Good pass by Conti, but it was picked off. Ellis did really well. Here's Shields. Conti winning it back though. The speedster out in transition, misses the lane. Went left hand on the right-hand side. Chris Lucas will be pulling his hair out. That was easy points. From Townsville. Down low, Fowler. Shields, great crossover and drive. Fouled on her journey to the basket.
And Townsville getting a lot out of those high-low looks. Whilst this ended up being a drive from Shields and a great drive at that, the high-low look and the pressure that Townsville are putting on Geelong United's defense inside the paint is causing closeouts. So it's allowing the guards to be able to put the ball to the floor, or they're getting mismatches coming on the closeout, so they're able to then attack. The way that their game plan is clearly to look for that high-low look inside, and it's doing wonders for them at the moment.
Shields hitting on that one. You know, Shields is part of the under-19 world champs in 2023, also part of the Centre of Excellence program. Only 18 years of age and trusted with so much minutes. She's such a fantastic talent. And Shelley gets one back.
Like I mentioned in the first quarter, I'd like to see more run for Shelley, trying to get her open, get her three-point shot. We know what a phenomenal shooter she is. But look to, if she's bringing the ball down the floor, look to give it up and then run her off some screens to get her open.
Alice hustling for that one. Jump ball. Will be possession for United. They'll get it back. Conti doing it all, playing offense, defense, and floor sweeper as well. Just a superhuman too. You've coached her a little bit as well, Zoe, over the journey at the Tigers.
Yeah, really lucky to have been able to coach her for a season, and she's just like you said, a brilliant player, but an even more special human being. So she's a great addition to this Geelong United group.
Shelley darting to the basket, finds Conti with a great pass. Just doesn't fall. The contact there. See that Conti jump shot on the back iron and then sprinting away. Unfortunate for Sharp, just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And it is a warm one here at Townsville. 32 degrees, as you'd expect in Townsville, but humidity very high. You see a lot of action from our floor sweeping team. Chris Lucas on screen, the inaugural coach of this Geelong United team. And what a great man to lead the Chargers. Here's Shields. Lock. Play down low. They really get that United defense swinging.
And again, putting pressure on them defensively by looking to go inside. Cox has a massive advantage of size, particularly at the moment. So, you know, just even looking at her in the paint is drawing defenders from everywhere from Geelong.
Underneath, too good for Woods. Just Shelley going at it straight away. Tried to find Froling with the pass. And knocked out of court. They look good when they go quick. However, they just haven't finished that last hurdle.
Yeah, I think, again, it's that you want to put pressure on their defensive transition, but at the moment, unless it's wide open, they need to execute. They've got to get high percentage scores and high percentage looks. And the early offense, other than offense like this, isn't getting it for them.
Steal from Potter and another miss underneath for Hood. They did the hard work to get there. Townsville got to Cox. Cox has Shields open. No good, doesn't fall. Shields will get another bite at it. Alice. That one falls this time.
And that's really the biggest difference. Townsville are converting in their opportunities. Geelong are getting some opportunities, but they're letting them pass them by. They've really got to step up and start making some of those shots.
Stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank. Well, talking about power, all the power is with the Fire at the moment, Zoe. We talked about they're getting a bit of the luck at the moment, the rub of the green, their shots are going down. They've just been doing the fundamentals really well, haven't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, their shots are going down because they're high percentage and wide open. They're moving the ball to a point where they're drawing 2 and 3 defenders and they're finding the open players who can just catch and shoot in rhythm like it's a training drill. So the way they're executing offensively is getting them those looks, which is easier for them to knock down.
Yeah, and 16 of those 31 have been inside that painted area as well, and that just abodes to what you're saying. They're just getting those nice open looks and making sure they're getting in the right areas.
Yeah, the way they've played off the high-low has been really fun to watch, and off the on-ball screen as well. So you've got threats from everywhere. It is really difficult to guard, but if Geelong are going to have a chance at this, they need to try and just subdue the impact of the interior presence of Townsville.
They've also manufactured 9 points from turnovers. Geelong with the 9 turnovers. They are yet to score off a Townsville turnover. He's rolling at the top.
Townsville just in a cheeky zone out of the timeout.
Conti pulling up from real deep. Had to force to take that as the shot clock was set to expire.
And a really good change up from Coach Seabom too. So there would have been a play drawn up because execution has been a problem for United. There would have been a play drawn up and it's been all thrown out by the use of a 2-3 zone. Great coaching.
It really is. Chess, not checkers out here for Seabom. Shields. Swing, they'll go to the corner. Woods taking the drive. Strong. Just the fend off with the arm. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul call.
Fortunate that. That was a good take. So United let off the hook here. They really need to score in moments like this. Shelley. Pocket picked. Out of court.
And Townsville just getting those little deflections right at moments where Geelong look like they're about to get an open cutter or get somebody open off of a screen. They've got to take care of the ball, or the ball handler, so they can get their opportunities like that one there from Froling.
That was good underneath from Froling. A much needed basket for this United team. Fire will hold on to to possession here. That was the first points there too for Keely Frolling. A real stalwart for this United team, a great leader as well. Alice, catch and shoot, no go. Foul coming across on Alicia Frolling. Take a look at that inbounds play there, and there was a look, and then there was Frolling, the body contact on Brett.
As a coach, though, you wouldn't be too upset, unless that was her 5th foul, you wouldn't be too upset with that. It's somebody attacking the glass and trying to put pressure on the offensive rebounds. You would be okay with that foul.
Jones. Back to Jones. Down low. Tried the wraparound pass. It's found its way out of court. Another turnover here for United. That's 10 now.
And Geelong just getting pinned to the right-hand side of the floor. So you see, often they're bringing the ball down the right-hand side and it's staying there. Whether if the right-hand side is what they want to explore offensively, you know, try bringing the ball down the left-hand side so there's a reversal and then look to attack.
Great move by Woods, and one, and it counts.
Brilliant poise too, and footwork, just being able to take that contact, sight the glass and finish.
There it was there. That fake. Then finishing. Not much of a celebration from Woods because that's what she does all the time.
Yeah.
3-point play converted as well. Brings Woods up to 11. Now the leading scorer for the Fire. Alice with 10. Geelong from the outside, no good. And in transition, they'll go Shields. That one picked off. Good defense. Kick out. Brett. No good. Alice with it now. At 2,000 points in college, playing for Purdue. Good Alice. Prolific scorer, already has 10 in this one. Cox down low, no good.
Bit of sister on sister crime.
Yeah, we'll see that in the replay here as there it is there. Wasn't happy with that at all. Now they chat it up, or they're in each other's face. This is what we come to see between these two, and we love it. This is straight out of the backyard. Not me, it's her. I think that's what we read on the lips there. Nobody else wants to get involved.
No.
Regardless if you're teammates, you two sort it out. What an amazing rivalry they have. Here comes Jones. This time Jones was fouled and she seemed to look up to the heavens and say, thank you, finally got one.
Yeah.
She'll go to the line for 2.
And this will be good. Struggling to score across the board for the group, but especially for Jones for what we're used to seeing from her. So getting herself to the line and hopefully see a couple go through the net might just be the thing that unlocks her for the rest of the game.
No good. The look on Chris Lucas's face there, looking for answers. Tough life as a coach, Zoe.
It is. There's not much you can actually do either when there's missed fast break layups and things like that. There's not much you can do from that sideline.
So United let it off the hook here. So they are in the bonus. Conti at the line. We're happy to see 20 now on the board.
And this is where Geelong have to offensively try and get heat on the rim as much as they can. Both teams are in the bonus, but Geelong's been spending a lot of time taking their shots from the perimeter. Try and put their heat on the rim if they can, and try and continue to get themselves to the line until scoring starts to free up.
Cox underneath, using the body well. Very, very strong in the painted area.
So difficult to guard one out. She's just too good and too big.
Haber no good on that one. Geelong back with it though. Rush look from Brett. Get it again here. Underneath, no good. Lock came over. They'll hold on to possession. 16 points, the biggest margin of the game so far, where Geelong is staring it down at the moment. And you really feel this inbounds can give them some hope. They've got a fresh 14 here. Screens come. Here's Conti. Jones got some relief from down low. Got it. And can that be the fire that brings Jones back into the game?
And a really good aggressive look too. So hopefully those free throws have done their job and we start to see her work into the game a little bit more.
Woods to Lock. No good. Frolling fouled. She'll go to the line for a couple.
The second personal foul, free throws result. Taking those free throws is Keely Frolling.
Keely Frolling leading United with 14.6 points per game. Her and Jones both on 14.6, been their real go-tos, and they've been quiet in this one so far. And we saw Jones on the last play, had a nice aggressive take, and now Frolling at the line for two. If they can start to warm up. Keely Frolling with 4 points in the game. Jones does have 7. Conti did well. Got it back. Conti smart here, I like it. Slowing it down, getting something deliberate. Good drive. Points count. And Jones will go to the line, and it seems like a timely moment for this United team as they're fighting their way back in this one.
And you just see a great split of the D there, being able to get head and shoulders in front of Lock and then split through the two defenders. Geelong right now just need to get this under double figures by half time. The tide's starting to turn for them. Scores are starting to become a little bit easier. You know, they're starting to make the shots that they weren't making. So they've just got to continue with this momentum.
We're calling out to all sports teams. Say goodbye to the travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in our field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au. Well, it's now to 10 points at the moment. The biggest lead of this game was 16. Geelong have just started to get it moving. And Jones with that last one, the and one. This is good, some real positive signs, Zoe.
It is, and it's come since that free throw that she was able to make. It almost like it unlocked her so far. So they need to make the most of this. Townsville will look to disrupt it and put more pressure on and not allow that penetration. So then it comes to what's plan B. If you get feet in the paint and they send a second defender, come to those 2-foot stops and find the open player. But continue to put heat on the rim because they're in the bonus, and you want to try and take advantage of that for the last 2 minutes.
They gave away 24 points to Townsville in the first term. They currently have Townsville at 12, but they have 13 of their own. So leading this quarter, which is positive signs.
A little half-court press too out of the free throw.
Woods driving. Conti did her best, but committed the foul in the end, and Woods will go to the line for a couple.
Yeah, it's one of those tough ones. You get in front of the ball, put your hands up, take a bit of a hit in the stomach, and hands come down. You got to try and keep them out, especially on Woods, who's such a good free throw shooter.
Second personal for Conti. Get our first look at the Townsville bench. Much more calm set of faces than we saw with Chris Lucas earlier. Although some of that colour's probably returned to his face at this point as they're starting to catch up. Brett. Jones. Another aggressive take and a beautiful and one. Jones single-handedly putting her team on the back at the moment.
And again, ball movement, player movement, opens up the lane to be able to look to attack and draw that foul. This is the offense we needed to see in the first quarter, so it's a great adjustment from United.
12 points so far in this one for Jones, leading all comers. Woods with 11 and Alice for Townsville with 10. Jones, the only player for United in double digits. Sharp with 6. Frolling and Shelley on 4s. Just give a little extra moment. Just again, more sweeping of the floor. Locke will come out of the game. So even though Geelong have got a little bit of momentum, that was almost like a semi-timeout for the Fire there.
Yeah.
As that one missed. They'll get possession back here. This is good. They can build from this here going into the half. See what they can manufacture here. Ball in the hands of Jones, the hot hands. Raber. Down low to Jones. They're going to back her in on every occasion. Into Frolling. On her sister. Good D. Great pass underneath. Brett will score. So much better things here from this United team. Here's Alice. Go back out to the top. Drive and kick. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shot comes from deep. It's good. Townsville answer back with one of their own. Great shot there by Fowler. Jones wasting no time. Straight at the hoop. That one no go. Woods. No look pass. That was magic down the other end of the floor. And Shields gets the easy 2.
And this is the danger when you're playing a quality team like Townsville. You almost have to get everything right because they capitalize on your errors very, very quickly.
Jones, Conti, catch and shoot, quick release. No go. With a blink of an eye, Townsville are back. Shields for 3, that one in and out. Geelong happy to play quick ball though. They're going to push here again. Frolling. Brett driving. Off the window and good.
Nice take too to be able to gather that between the two defenders.
Margin sits at 10. Shot clock and game clock. Half a second differential. Townsville want to play it slow here. Take the last shot of the half. Alice in trouble. Now they'll swing. Open look for Shields. Jab step, then the drive. Shot clock's about to expire. Alice with the heave. No good. What a half of basketball that was. There was a great fight back for Geelong. Well, we're going to take a quick break here with the action as Townsville lead this one 43-33.
Jackson blows the roof off. Wow, it's LJ the GOAT. There's Jackson again.
That's something that they're going to have to take care of business.
Through every heartache, through every cheer, we won't give up till the final buzzer. We've never been more ready.
Need the composure. Jackson blows the roof off. Wow, it's LJ the GOAT. There's Jackson again.
That's something that they're going to have to take care of business.
Through every heartache, through every cheer, we won't give up till the final buzzer. We've never been more ready.
Get closer to the game with the free WNBL app.
Clark with the N1.
Check out the fixture and grab your tickets.
What a finish to the third quarter.
Catch game highlights, stay connected to your favourite player or team, and follow live game stats. Anytime, anywhere.
Cole, cracks two more.
The WNBL app is where it's at. Download now.
Celebrating 50 years of sneakers?
For a delicious dinner that disappears and lets you squeeze in one more episode before bed. Pick up Latina Fresh, Australia's favourite pasta and sauce. Latina, we got the weeknight.
Ford dealers have backed sport in communities for nearly 100 years. And now, from the Boomers and Opals to Aussie Hoops, your local Ford dealer is proud to support basketball. Because all dreams start somewhere.
To tuck in.
Now to their lead here. Runway. Broken up momentarily. No! On the buzzer!
Ellis this time steps inside. Pretty step. Awesome finish. 2-second differential between game time and shot clock here. Ali Wilson and me here. Hard, aggressive inside. Gets the two to go.
Wilson pushing the pace, not much time left. Great work, Ali Wilson. She's hyped up and about. Why wouldn't she be? Beautiful pass, and Talbot with the finish.
Alley-oop.
Outstanding play from the Lightning.
the World Cup sponsor of the Townsville Fire, as we welcome back to the court your RMS hype crew. Give it a big round of applause. Welcome back, your girls, the Townsville Fire. Make some noise, Fire fans! I want to thank our individual player sponsors too. Number 8 is sponsored by Tank Brookside. Support Shields is sponsored by Ladies and Body. We have Executive Fertilizers for Frosty Courtney Woods. Alicia is covered by North Queensland Urology. Alex Fowler is sponsored by the Townsville City Council. The Jenna Ferry, Robbie Shell's Catering, Robert Cox is sponsored by Bill, Abby Ellis by Aligned Corporate Residences, we then find a Sir, the sponsor of Jessica Fowl White, which is not sponsored by Move Marketing and
for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL, the clubs, athletes and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this critical issue. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible, and when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn how you can be a part of the solution by visiting Full Stop Australia. Break the silence and stop the violence. Well, we're set to get this second half underway. As Townsville, they lead by 10. Can United peg it back? There were some positive signs there to close out the half. They started to get momentum going through. It was all the way through Jones. She was fantastic, aggressive to the basket and scoring. I think we're going to need some more of that.
And that's going to be the challenge, being able to continue that or maintain that momentum after such a long break.
Woods starting us off straight away. The and one, vintage Woods. He'll go to the line for 2. Such a calm customer as well.
And it's such a luxury that Townsville have to be able to play her off the ball and rather than always being in the point position and directing traffic, use her as a scorer and somebody to attack the paint like that.
She was our player highlight at the start of the game and just dominated here. We talk about her at the end of the half, and now she's starting that one off perfectly. Here's Conti. Sharp. Didn't like it. Got it out to Frolic, who went for 3. No good. Woods had front position.
I think there might have been a little breakdown offensively there. The potentially out of position. That wouldn't have been what they would have wanted for their first possession, but now they've got to sit down and defend, try and come up with it again and execute.
Marching back to 13. The biggest lead of the game has been 16. Afrol this time underneath, no go. Sharp, quick pass. Conti with a tough catch. Conti directing traffic. Hit the back of Sharp. No good, turnover. Townsville straight at it the other way. Conti did well to make a contest. Unfortunately, that's a foul.
And that'll be a third foul too, so it'll be interesting to see what Chris Lucas does here, whether he leaves her in the game or tries to bring her out and look after her foul.
And we just had the graphic on the screen. 11 from 11, the Fire were from the line. And I didn't want to say it. I wanted to wait until after, but that one dropped.
That's absolutely our fault.
We'll blame the boys in the booth for that one. So go down the other end. Here's Sharp. Hand off. Brett driving, no good. Shields. Looking to get busy. Saw an opening. Fed it to Cox. It was no good.
That's a beautiful pass from Shields too, to be able to thread the needle like that to Cox.
Talking about good passes. That was a great one from Brett to Frolic. Scoring in the painted area.
And I'd like to see Froling go at Cox a little bit more, even if she takes her off the block a little bit, or play off the high post and look to drive on her and draw some fouls on her.
As you see Cox using her physicality at the other end. Scored a nice one there. Conti looking to drive. That opportunity was shut down. Potter, kick out. No good. Woods, rebound, tough. Foul awarded. Keely Frolic, that's 2 now. Woods is so good at getting front position and boxing out and forcing these sort of fouls.
Yeah, and it is a real skill from guards to be able to particularly get underneath bigs as well and force them to commit those fouls on you.
5 rebounds now for Woods. And she looks to get busy. Add another assist there.
Change of pace. We talk about it a lot. The ability to go sort of fast and then play slow, stand the defenders up, and then thread the pass through. Beautiful offense.
That's a tall, Zoe. How much do you love that kind of service?
Oh my goodness. That's back in the day with Sharon Milner throwing those sort of passes. It's almost reminiscent.
So Geelong have another opportunity here. They'll hold on to possession. Sharp will bring it in.
Let's ring those fire bells. Come on, Firehouse, ring the bells.
Frolling handoff, Conti. Potter. In and out almost. Here's Ellis. Woods, who's been sensational this afternoon. Alice. Woods at the top. Just a slight hezzy, then tried for the feed. No good. Jones back onto the floor. Just happy to go straight at the hoop. Good pass this time. To Sharp.
And that's one of the things that's really important for teams. When somebody gets feet in the paint, continue to cut. I know sometimes we feel like we might be cutting into their space or taking away that sort of space, but cutting off penetration is so high percentage. And you see there that often somebody drives to the rim, defenders all look at the ball. So cut off that and look to get yourself open.
Shaw missing that one. Geelong have a tough time at the line in this one. 5 from 9. Missed that one. Jones banked the 3. I heard bank. I'm sure she called it. Fire at the other end. Shields underneath. He's just been so impressive in this one. And I know we've mentioned it before, but you almost can't believe she's 18.
Yeah, she plays well beyond her years. The poise that she has, and she has the ball on a string, and yeah, and she's just going from strength to strength in this Townsville outfit.
Jones again, aggressive look, this time with the feed. Froling didn't nail that one. Frustrating things again for this United team. Missed some really good opportunities underneath the hoop. Foul. It's going to be against Sharp.
And that'll be her 3rd, I believe. So again, it'll be a question as to whether Chris Lucas stays with her. I liked the strategy of just pulling the chair out. Froling wants your body when she's trying to back you in. So Sharp stood off her and didn't allow her to have that, but just stepped up a little bit too late once it was time for contact.
Only 3 minutes and 45 seconds of play in this 3rd term, and already Geelong are in the penalty. So it's going to be a tough stretch for them here in this 3rd term. Conti with 3 fouls, Sharp as well with 3, so plenty to manage. Jones driving, block on Alice. Again, Jones, as a coach though, are you happy for it to keep doing this, keep driving at the hoop, or you want to get something different? It hasn't really been working with a huge amount of success.
Yeah, I want her driving at the rim, absolutely, but I want it out of a little more offense, because you're seeing there, if Alice wasn't there, Cox was there to be able to try and send that out as well. So defense was set. So unless it's wide open sort of fast break stuff, let's look to execute and get her coming off some things so she can then attack the basket off, say, a pick and roll.
You're right. She's so good going towards the basket, but just in the right opportunity. They move the ball quickly here, the Fire. Pass was knocked away. He'll go out of court, but Fire will hold on to it. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Woods. Too easy, Woods. So much space. Was able just to finesse it in.
I think she expected somebody to come to her. That's why she was playing so slow. But again, you cannot leave her open like that. So the communication off those screens needs to be better from United.
Conti moving it quickly. Sharp with the drive. Look away pass. A deep 3 if it falls. There we go. Tough knock there. Ball's going to come back. It's going to be out of court in the end. Shields will come up. The tough knock. Let's have a look at this on the replay. It was Keely Froling.
Let's hear those fire bells. Come on. Ring the bells! Ring the bells!
Bounce here for United. Great to see the crowd all in their orange. The hand clappers, the cowbells, they've got it all here in Townsville.
Definitely a tough crowd for the opposition teams, that's for sure.
Had 2 home games before this one, and they've got another 2 in round 9. Bendigo make their way up on that New Year's Eve clash. Should be a great one. Giants with the turnaround, no go. They've still got to get over this one. They've got a great lead at the moment, but You can't rub out this United team. Cox up fake, then driving, wraparound pass, and one. Unselfish play here for the Fire. Put them in this position, and they continue to do it.
And great work from Jazz Shelley. She got caught, pinned inside, got around, forced the high-low pass, got to that as well. She just couldn't be everywhere. And great ball movement from Townsville. Again, exploiting the high-low look. They've done it all game and done it really well.
And for those listening at home, explain high-low. A player at the top and a player down low, is that right?
Yeah, so you have a player at about the foul line. It can be sort of at about the split line or the center of the foul line, or what we call the pinch post, which is on the weak side. And you look to move the ball to the high player, the low player that's defending, that's posting up. If they can't get it, it's probably because defense has got all the way around on the high side. So they just drop step, create their space, and you look to lob it over the top.
Hank with the steal here, handing that one off. Here comes Conti. Now Hank at the top. Shelley, down low. No go. Jones missing on that occasion.
And that's a good look. I'd just like to see Jones utilise the left hand there. I feel like it'd be less of an issue, less interrupted by defense.
Lock for three. Off hands here. The officials had to make a decision there. It's going to stay with the Fire. Alice to inbound here. Tough spot for an inbounds. Not a lot of room to operate. They managed to get it in. Woods. Frolling. Woods for three. Nail it. Courtney Woods now has 20. Another great basket for the Fire. Ford dealers are all about supporting the game here in Australia. From Ford Aussie Hoops to the WNBL, we've been backing Aussie sports and communities for nearly 100 years. So when you are ready to hit the court, your local Ford dealer is here to help you get to the game. Make sure you check out Ford. Well, I'll tell you what, Chris Lucas, they need to get in a car and go somewhere quickly because they are finding themselves with a big deficit at the moment, and the Fire continue to drive away with this one.
And again, it's just execution. They have just moved the ball and player movement, and they're getting the shots that they want. Whereas United are getting the shots that Townsville want. And so it's what is contributing to this deficit here. So Geelong have to get back to the way they were playing towards the end of that second quarter. Looking to move the ball, attack the rim, particularly through Jones. But shift Townsville first. Don't allow them to be just standing there waiting. Make the defense move and look to attack them off that. Try and get yourself to the line.
15 from 52 from the field, equating to 28%. There's not many levels of basketball where that wins you a game, does it?
No, and especially when you're 3 from 13 from the three-point line as well. So they've got to go higher percentage if they're going to try and peg this back.
So what can they do here offensively? Conti. Frolling. Move this one. Shelley. Now they go down low. Frolling going to work underneath. Drawn the foul. Points count. Great work out of the timeout.
And really well executed. Set the screen, created the mismatch for Keely Frolling to have a guard on her. I think it was Woods on her to get the ball straight inside with all that space. That's what they need to try and be doing 9 times out of 10 offensively.
Three-point play didn't quite convert. They got the two though, it's handy. Alice. Here's Woods. Frolling. Going to the hoop this time, denied. Great block by Hank. Hank's a great addition to this Geelong team. Played at Clemson University. Played every single game in her college career. 122 games with 92 starts. Longevity personified. Inbounds this time. Hank gives away the foul. So the Fire will head to the line early in this one. Are they in the penalty?
It'll be interesting to see if out of these free throws, if the Fire go into a sort of trap or a full court disruptive defense, just to throw Geelong off a little bit too. They had a good executed play last time, so you want to try and throw them off that course as quick as you can.
Well, they're going to reset it here, the Fire. Foul it to Woods, and Woods now with it. Thought about the pass. Then they ran away from it. She was able to finish in the keyway alone.
But again, it's that change of pace. They thought she was stopping, so they went to try and close out to other players, and she kept the ball alive. Change of pace is so hard to guard.
Frolling. Conti decided to go baseline, but Alice read it. Off hands. United will keep possession. Alicia Frolling checks out of the game, 11 points with the 5 rebounds. Keely Frolling to inbound and does so. Jones at the top, pulling up. That was good.
And good to see Jones still being aggressive too. So Geelong have got to work to get the ball in her hands and get her playing downhill and getting to the rim. So then, it might open up for others after that. They cannot allow anyone to be one out on Jones. She's playing too well.
Frolling looking to drive. Foul was before the attempt. Block. Townsville one more to give before they are in the penalty. Conti brings it in. Shelley harassed. That was the foul.
Again, that's another one of those fouls that as a coach you're happy to wear, because the pressure that Woods is putting on here, she's not allowing Shelley to be in any way comfortable or squared up to the rim. Whilst it's sending her to the line, particularly with the lead that they have, the mentality that sends to the rest of the group is something that you'd be very happy with.
In the background there, we see McDowell White checking into the game for the first time. I'm happy to go to deep in his bench. Again, more woes for this United team at the charity stripe. That's now 6 from 15. It's heartbreak indeed. Cox. Happy to back her opponent down. Conti came across. Cox is appealing for the foul. See this here in the replay.
That would be Conti's 4th foul, if that was. Yeah, and you can see she comes out of the game, so they need to try and protect her if they can.
Yeah, tough one now. He didn't play against the Lynx, and now in foul trouble in this one. Talking off air that they look so much better with Conti on the floor. So without her now, it's a really big uphill battle. Jones drives, this time kicks out. Shelley from the outside, no good. I'll get another look at it here. Raber did well. Now Jones spinning, pulling up. No go. Brett did well. Get another opportunity here from the offensive glass. Shelley with the point guard duties with Conti on the bench. Jones, only seconds to operate, 2 on the shot clock. It's a loose ball. It's going to be a shot clock violation.
And really good D from Townsville too. Sometimes as the shot clock starts to wind down and gets a little bit enticed to stick the hands in and go for a steal, but they just stayed clean, forced the shot clock violation.
You see McDowell White on the floor. Member of the 2018 under 18 Australian team. Ellis driving. Had a tough trip to the basket, but the officials were having none of it. Shelley kicks that one off. Jones underneath, good catch, turn around and finish. That's 20 now for Jones. There's Ellis. Going away. Cox. Fowler, and they'll reset. 8 on the shot clock. Ellis in some space. It's going to go the other way. Off-ball foul. Here's Shelley to Sharp. Great drive, good take, Jones. Aggressive to the hoop and good finish.
And well executed play. Again, ball moved from side to side. It went through hands. They forced Townsville to defend.
Cox going all the way this time. Split the middle. Was able to score comfortably. That's 10 points now. 4 of the 5 starters for Townsville in double digits. Only Shields with 7, but she's been a distributor. She's going to come back the other way. What do you see here, Zoe?
Ellis doing an outstanding job putting pressure on the ball. That moving screen, I'm not too sure about. I think I'd like to see that let go. We talk about internationally, that doesn't get called like that internationally, and we want to try and prepare our players for that. So, yeah, I'd probably like to see that let go, but by the letter of the law, it is a foul.
0.9 on the clock. Townsville got an opportunity to nail one late. They go to Cox, who volleyball almost spiked it in. But that'll be it for the third term. It's Townsville 64, Geelong 47. Make sure you join us for the
No, it's less. A little bit less than that. 20 minutes. I'll take that one first thing anyway. Multiple choice. It's multiple choice. Number 2. I've got multiple choice on this one. When did the main central first open? A, 2001. B, 2021. C, 2007. 2007 is wrong! 1-0. Remember, one of you is going on for a chance to win a $10,000 shopping spree at Main Central at the end of the season. Rock paper scissors otherwise. Yep. All right. Final question. How many seasons has Courtney Woods played for the Fire? 5!
Welcome back to your Sunday doubleheader. Townsville take on Geelong here. And it's been all Hayley Jones for United with the real shining light, leading all scorers with 22 points. 9 from 18 for the field, but it's just been strong efforts.
Yeah, she's been working really hard and just trying to put the team on her back, really, and from a scoring perspective, and keep whatever scoreboard pressure that Geelong can on Townsville. So, and she's done it a lot of different ways. She's gone at the rim, she's shot the 3, got herself to the line, and little pull-up jumpers off pick and roll play. So they're going to need her to continue that aggression for the last quarter.
Yeah, some of those jump shots coming off screen were quite impressive. Falling away too, where they're so hard to make those ones.
Yeah, and they're so hard to defend as well, so without fouling. So if they can go to that a little bit more and execute that a little bit more, we might see a 30-plus point game from her.
Well, be United to get us underway. They've got to be perfect here in this last term. And again, they've gone 7 consecutive quarters without breaking the 20 points in their last 2 campaigns. Their best was 19 points in the second term in this one. Ellis at the hoop. Just tough is Alice. It's 12 points now for her. Shelley lost, another turnover for United.
And this is a real danger point for United, that at this point, unless something miraculous happens, they're not winning this game. But they do need to make sure that their standards remain the same. They still defend the way they want to defend. They still move the ball the way they want to move the ball, and be smart with their decision making, because this plays into more than just this game, and it's about what the team stands for.
And that not only comes from your coach, it's got to come from your leaders as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So, you can see, Froling trying to will the group along, and now it's about everybody making sure that they follow along.
It's so much more. Alice away. Froling just tagged her on her way to the basket. And just to say, I'm here with you. This is going to be a tough one. Chris Lucas calls the early timeout. He's had enough. And I think he's going to talk about exactly what you spoke about, and this keeping up the standard.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be anything about X's and O's at this point. I think it'll be about, making sure the effort and the intensity and the intent remains at the levels that they expect.
For a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy, pick up a pack of Latina Fresh pasta and sauce. Ready in minutes and so delicious, there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina Fresh in a chilled pasta aisle near you. Well, I'll tell you what, Geelong are going to need a little bit more than carbohydrates to get back into this one. But it's going to be a tough one for them. But let's give Townsville a bit of praise. They've got four of the five starters in double digits, with Woods leading the way with 21. They've been great.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've been quintessential Townsville. They've executed brilliantly, and they've just defended to their scout. Exactly, everyone's been on the same page, and that's what is a real hallmark of Townsville teams and Coach Seabom teams. So, it has been, they have forced Geelong into this. The issue is Geelong's allowed them to do that with not a lot of resistance. So, it's about Geelong right now getting something out of this last quarter.
We talk about standards. I love Shannon Seabom kept his team in the timeout for so long then. That extra time, and even though they got such a commanding lead, that pass over the top was intended for Shelley. It ended up going out of court. Parried away by Townsville. United will still have possession.
I think this is sometimes where Geelong get a little bit stuck. They come out of timeouts and things, and they're looking to execute, which is great, but they're a little bit premeditated. In that instance, Shelley was the one that was open, but was in no way expecting the ball, because they were expecting it to go somewhere else. So they've still got to play the game. Basketball always overrides.
Here's Ellis. Let me set things up. McDowell White. Lock to feed Cox underneath. That was good. Cox scores another one. Been impressive tonight. 12 points now. The 5 rebounds. Keely Frolic. Looking for the two-play game. Decided to go alone though, and went with that one. It's Keely Frolic's game inside 8 feet. Cox happy to dribble. Dow White. It's looking to go to work here. Fowler comes up to set the screen. 8 on the shot clock. Loose ball. Townsville will hold on to it. 6 on the shot clock here. They've got to get something quick.
And Townsville Big's just doing an outstanding job of separating out of screens quickly. So even if there's no contact in the screen, they're getting out of there quickly, and it's forcing space and confusion for the defense.
McDowell White, good drive. Got there to beat the shot clock, but the shot wasn't successful. I'll have to move it. Here's Sharp. Sharp driving, denied. Cox says, get that out of here. Not up in here.
And it's been, it's been her calling card all season. She has just sent shots away left and right. And that's, again, where we talk about those cutters. Cutters have got to get into that space. When you draw her across off the split line, cut into that gap, so that option is open.
Baseline ball here for United. Shelley. Alice just making it so tough for Shelley to get the look here. Oh, went up, no good. Froling did well to get the offensive glass. Then the shot went up again. Got another opportunity. Cox with another block. And Froling saying, give me something. And she was falling out of court. Alice sets the screen and then rolls to the basket. McDowell White on the perimeter, but there's a foul in the keyway.
And just
foul on Keely Froling, number 3.
You just see there, though, great second and third opportunities for Keely Froling. She really is just fighting to the end of this game.
And you expect nothing more. McDowell White, yes, 3! And the crowd goes wild as McDowell White gets her first points of the game. Great to see the youngster getting some minutes. Sharp will go to the line for a couple.
Double substitution for your team, the Townsville Fire. Cody Whitby tuning along with Alicia Froling, taking the place of Lauren Cox.
Cox and Locke will check out of the game. Cox has had a great night out. 12 points, 6 from 10 from the field with the 6 rebounds. Locke hasn't affected the score sheet. However, the 2 rebounds, the assist, and played some very solid defense as well. Following with the rebound, they look to go quickly. McDowell White with a great pass to find Fowler.
That's a beautiful pass in transition, to be able to pinpoint that right on Fowler's hands, and then a great catch from Fowler too, and be able to finish.
Jones falling away, wasn't successful. Margin out to 24, the biggest of the game. The Fire have got an opportunity to continue to add to that. Dow White showing some great handles. Alice Woods, what a thread to find Froling underneath. Frol gets it on the second attempt. Woods will be saying, you've robbed me of an assist.
I was going to say the same thing. They need to add that as an assist regardless. That is a great pass.
Shelley. Jones. Froling hard to the hoop, spinning. Almost had to beat the shot clock there. That look went up, and then they'll get one from underneath for Potter. Townsville wasting no time. Pushed the ledger quickly. They went a little too quick as they turned it over. Sharp. He was bereft of room, but turned around and missed that one. Here's Woods. No pass over the top. Foul will be against Sharp on Froling.
And again, Townsville just continuing to put pressure on the Geelong defense in the paint. Their bigs are doing an outstanding job of just using their body and creating angles for passes to be able to come in. And then the guards are looking there first. They're looking there before they're even looking to shoot the ball. And it is causing absolute havoc for Geelong and making it really hard to guard.
From the perimeter, no good. There's Woods. To Froling. Aggressive take and a good finish. Frol worked hard for that one. Woods will be accredited with the assist. Got one back for you. Here's Conti back on the floor. With the 4 personal fouls. Conti pulling up. Good. Conti scoring that one. Only 3 points for her tonight.
Hopefully she can spark a little run for Geelong United here at both ends of the floor.
She 1 from 8 from the field. Been a tough night at the office. Woods. McDowell wide for 3, no. Froling coming across. Gave her team another look at it. Woods will calm things down at the top. Looking to slash. Pass around the corner. How did that even remotely get close? It was around a 90-degree angle, that one.
And again, just guards having a real focus on trying to find the bigs inside. It's very nice to see.
Ellis catch, fire, it's home, and the Flames ring out across the fire pit. Conti drops that one off. Oh, that's a good drive. You like that one by Sharp. We spoke about it earlier. United really have to force their standards here in the late stages of this one. Woods, look away feed, no good. Shelley picked it off. Shelley at the hoop. No good. We'll get another look at it here. Jones underneath. Good pass. Froling missed that one. Normally that's bread and butter.
And this tends to happen when you're in a deficit like this. Things that you'd normally make just become that little bit harder. And again, it's about Geelong really trying to lock in and take what they can get, take their opportunities when they come.
Shelley. Froling did well. Missed that one. Alistair Woods. Woods looking for the pick and roll, but kicked out to Alice. They'll reset. 10 on the shot clock. Move it around. Just that extra pass, a little too much. Geelong happy to slow things down here. Shelley for 3. No go. Conti. No go. Conti, that's 1 from 9 now from the field. Alice trying to work off the screen. Fowler. Pass parried away by Shelley. He'll go out of court.
And I do like Geelong are still trying to be disruptive defensively. They're still trying to get in lanes and get deflections. So that's a positive sign for them. But down the other end of the floor, it's the sort of the tail of the entire game. They've got to take the opportunities when they come, when they get those wide open shots or they get those layups, they have to start converting.
Low, down the top. Woods, shot clock about to expire. I think Woods just momentarily took her eye off the clock. Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years and the current hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL. No one up with it for Shelley, no good. Underneath, doing well was Hank. Just a minute and a half left. Woods at the top. To move it. Cochrane on for the first time. Lucy Cochrane, 24 years of age. Young development player here at the Fire. Graduated from the University of Portland. Also attended the Centre of Excellence as well. Was in the under-17 Sapphires team that won the World Championship. Such pedigree we have of young talent coming through, and you'd see it every day, Zoe.
Yeah, we really do. It's really exciting. And the thing I'm really loving about the league this year is that those players are playing. They're getting minutes and they're getting exposure in the league, which is great.
Woods nailing that one. Shannon Seaborn looks as one of those coaches that no matter how far they're ahead, I don't think you're going to get a smile from him.
Not until the end.
Exactly. Conti firing from the baseline. No go. McDowell White. Spin with that one, but out of court turnover. moments remaining in this one. It's going to be turned over. Now officials had a chat. Fire will hold on to it. So 16-second shot clock, 48 in the game left. Cochrane no good on the inbound. United will run the floor. Mopping up was Hank, but no go. They'll reset things here. Conti from deep, real deep. And that one falls for Conti. Hopefully she can carry that momentum into the next game. It hasn't been a great night from her from the field. Dow White. Lock driving. Plenty of contact, but whistles remain in the mouth. Conti carried away. Lock running the floor, out in trans. There it is. And you love that from Conti, even though she got 4 personal fouls, playing defense to the end.
Absolutely, that's that standards that we spoke about earlier, just continuing to contest.
Conti gets that shot away, but it's Townsville today. They are on fire at the fire pit. Three rebounds, but she was great defensively and just played really well for her team, did Alice.
Yeah, and also facilitated when she needed to. So they ran her on the ball as the point guard, but then they'd sometimes move her off the ball as more of a scorer, and she shifted through those roles quite seamlessly. And then defensively, she was an absolute pest, like she is every game, and just generates energy for the Townsville Fire.
I think she had a great night. She had to play on Conti as well. Get Conti 2 from 12. That's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, and to then be able to turn it around and score back at the rate that she did is really exciting for her. So she's had an amazing season to this point, and she'll be a big part of the Townsville Fire as they head into finals.
Well, for me, the player of the game has to be none other than the captain of the Fire, and that's Courtney Woods. She was unbelievable tonight. The 23 points, 7 from 10 from the field. Some really, really healthy numbers. Of course, 8 from 8 from the free throw line as well. What more do you expect? And she had the ball around as well with 6 assists.
Exactly, and that's you can't ask for much more than that. And 5 rebounds as well as a guard, and you saw that some of those rebounds she was getting fouled, drawing fouls, but just her poise, the way she played off the pick and roll today, that little hesitation. If you're a player looking at how to come off pick and roll, watch that, because the way she just stood defenders up and confused them completely it was a pleasure to watch.
We talked about it a fair bit. I thought her 2-pace game was great as well. Her ability to hesi, stop, slow, go fast. It was just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's unguardable. So, you saw the amount of times 2 defenders went to her and she was able to wrap a pass through. Other times 2 defenders went with the roller because of it, and she was just sticking mid-range pull-up jumpers. So, yeah, a really exciting game from her. And if she can continue this form as we head to the business end of this season, it's going to be really exciting for the Fire.
A tough matchup coming against the Spirit. But make sure you tune in and watch that one on New Year's Eve. But don't forget, we've got tomorrow, Flames versus Flyers. That should be a great one. It's good night from us here. I'm Todd Morris. That's Zoe Carr. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Driving baseline. What a dive! Wickham. How sweet was that? Step back three.
Wow.
Taylor George. She's got a flamethrower at the moment.
Shelley with a big triple.
It was acrobatic. It was impressive. It was Steph Talbot.
Jade Mill with the lefty lay-in. Capitals continue to roll. Perth have been unconscious from three. Alice Koenig connects.
She's pumped up and so she should be.